Before we get started, I'd like to take the chance to share with you that I have started my own YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. The link is up here. The channel name is Ellie Speaks German. Because I wanted to better my German and just to be able to practice it more like lifelong instead of just like, with my friends. This would give me an opportunity to stay like regularly engaged with speaking German. And because some of you have brought up that you understand our videos a bit in English, but it would be much better in German, and I totally get that. So I will try and do something similar where we explain like how it is for Americans, like this whole American versus German lifestyle and how I perceive that in my other channel, Ellie Speaks German. Linked up here. Go check it out. You'll love it. I would love some subscribers because currently no one has watched my video yet. It's totally fine. Just saying, if you want to support me, you know where to go.
Also, one more quick note, the days following my trip to see my friend Noble flew by as Ellie hung out with her mom. We continued painting the basement, and we had time to enjoy a nice date night together at our favorite restaurant in Wausau.
So to save you and spare you from seeing a ton of videos, we're putting everything that we saw and all of our fun times together in just one video today. And we have some nice narration sprinkled throughout to help explain what's happening. I can't even say sprinkled. Sprinkled.
Okay, I'm sorry you missed everything yesterday evening because I'm a terrible YouTuber and I didn't record any of it. But today Noble is taking me to where?
Lebanon Hills.
Yeah, it's like a fancy little nature reserve and it is already very nice. I already like it, so I'm excited. We'll just walk around and have a good little morning. And I don't know what the hell we're doing the rest of the day, but who cares?
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Now what? Hi, pretty girl. Hi.
Once Noble and I finished our little hiking adventure, we drove back to the city to catch a movie, and the following day I started on a long, boring, flat journey home.
Alrighty, it's the next day and I have a lot of driving to do, so I have to first go down to, I guess it's pronounced Mankato. It's about an hour and a half southwest-ish of where I am right now. Got my creeper buddy. I need to buckle him up still. But yeah, so we're going there. I have to pick up some wedding stuff. Yeah, like wedding plates and stuff. And then from there, I'll drive back to Point, which, because of the direction I have to go, now adds another hour to my drive home. So instead of 3.5 hours, it'll be 4.5. So I have about 6 hours of driving to do today, which is not great, but it's okay. I've done it before. You can't go to Chicago and back in a day without doing 6 hours of driving also. So we will live. Alrighty, progress was made so far. Made it to, I forget what the city's called now. Mankato, yep. Made it to Mankato. It's so windy out. I'm not going to enjoy driving home in this. And I picked up the stuff for Ellie. I hope she likes them. And then I really needed a Starbucks so that I can make the drive home. So I got myself a nice large Frappuccino. They're so delicious. I'm really addicted. I know that makes me sound really American, but I actually just love all coffees, but like this is my current thing. And since I can only get them at Starbucks, that's just the way it has to be. So good. And then as I was driving to the Starbucks, I saw across the street was a Chipotle. So I can never pass up that opportunity. So I got me one of those. And now I can drive home.
Boy, was this the most uneventful drive of my life, as you can clearly see by the extremely flat terrain and trucks and just nothing else to see.
Ooh, I have a little history lesson for you. We're gonna go for a little walk real quick. I just need to grab my camera. Oh boy, I'm making my life really difficult right now. Okay, hold on. Okay, this. Alrighty. When we got back into Wisconsin, we crossed over a river, and I totally forgot that that river is the Mississippi River, which is a very huge and important river to the U.S., especially to the states that it runs along. And in the case of like Wisconsin and Minnesota, the Mississippi River is basically what makes up the border between the two states. And like here it is. So, little history lesson. Basically, a long time ago, like in the 1800s and stuff, the Mississippi River was like a huge way for the economies to flourish because they would use boats to get people up and down between the North and South United States, as well as getting materials and resources, all that kind of stuff. And then the railroad happened, and people kind of didn't see the point in using the Mississippi River anymore because it has like dangerous parts. And then, engineers figured out how to make dams, and in English we call them locks. I know Germany has them. There's one in Baldnese. But they're basically channels that act like kind of like water elevators for boat traffic. And once they kind of brought that to the Mississippi River, it became known for trade, transport again. And so yeah, so here it is. It's super cool that this rest stop has a little path that goes down. Oh, it's not much of a path. It's kind of cool though. I think there's more of a, not technically supposed to be their path, but we're gonna go down and see what I can do. I just want to get some photos and kind of show you guys. A little windy, but yeah, here's the river, so I actually got to get right up close to it. It's like covered in algae and stuff, and it's really weird because the wind is making waves, like there's clearly a current, but the algae just like stay in place. Really weird, but cool. And like this is only like a small piece of the river. Like at this area of the river, there's tons of these like islands in the way. So usually this river is like hundreds of feet wide. It's really huge. So yeah, it like kind of looks narrow, but usually it's like ginormous to most views. Yeah, super, super cool. I always forgot that's what this is when driving to like Minnesota. So I'm kind of glad I stopped to just kind of hang out and explore.
So this morning, I'm going out shopping with my mom, so I'm not going to record much, but look at what I found in World Market. It's amazing. You'll all be so thrilled that they have German products. They have German mustard, they have some German beer, some kinds and varieties that I haven't seen before in other stores. They have German noodles. They just had so much stuff. German chocolate. I was amazed. It was like heaven. Here we go. The next day, Lucas and I went to see the movie Free Guy starring Ryan Reynolds, one of our favorite actors, as part of a date night together, and I highly recommend the movie if you haven't seen it. Then we went to a dinner at one of our favorite restaurants in Wausau. It's called Red Eye. Hello, it's your friendly Ellie, recording from her local basement. Yes. So you've seen the progress that we've done so far. We haven't done anything honestly for the past week because we've had 2 rummage sales and it's just been quite busy. But tonight we thought that after scraping the wall for a bit, we would start and put on a layer of primer just so we can get especially this part behind the washer and the dryer done. We've pulled them out from the wall. And hopefully we can paint behind them prime and paint behind them because those are the things that we need to use the most. So we'll probably prime it tonight and then paint it tomorrow morning, if that works. Oh, we also bought these rollers. Some of you suggested this to us in the comments, but we were told not to use rollers because our wall was so rough. But I feel like this should be okay. It might get pretty beat up. We specifically bought rollers that were for very rough surfaces, so hopefully this will work. I know it won't cover all the little crevices, so we'll have to go back through them with like a little brush, but this will save my hand and wrist a bit, I think. I'm excited. They're so soft too. So, we have decided that we don't need to have the water off right now. If you can see, the washer used to be here, and now it's in front of the sinks. We've just decided that we're going to move the washer. We'll leave it here, paint behind here, get these things put back, and then move the sink out forward, and then do behind there. So we'll leave the water on. We did find the water off switch, but that'll be later, not now. And we might actually not have to take it out. Because if you can see, right here, it's attached by like 2 little screws, which don't affect the water lines. Like the water lines stop here. So I don't think we'll have to affect the water line, but the drains we will have to take off. But that's for later, not now. I'm painting now. We'll use this time while the radio is playing a song that I don't like and that gets stuck in my head. Okay, to update you. So, you can see behind me.
The roller sucks.
Yeah, we have a review for you. So there were some people in the comments who were like, well, why don't you use a roller to like paint the walls? You know, like the foam thing on the roller and paint the walls. And to be honest, when we were reading about doing this and researching it, they suggested that you should use these 3 to 4 inch wide polyester brushes like this because it's a really rough surface. And you can see that there's so many crevices and holes and cracks that with the roller it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fill it quite right. It still leaves holes and gaps. And furthermore, the roller gets heavy and soaks up all the paint. And seriously, we went through like, I painted that teeny section right there between the metal bar and like this light pole or this phone pole right here in like half a gallon of paint. It just sucks it up. And on top of that, since the paint is chipping, you get the paint flecks that come off in the roller and it just doesn't work. So, I mean, it's a nice like start, and Lucas did do a lot of this wall right here by using a roller, But now we still have to go back and fill in the cracks, so I mean, it's just a process. So now we're right now finishing priming, and I really want to get the washer and dryer area primed tonight so tomorrow we can paint and put them back. Hopefully. We will see. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my new channel. I'll see you there.